Okay, today is March 3rd, 2026. The time is 6:54 p.m. Let's get started with today's video. Okay, so, wow, I don't know what I should be doing today. I kind of did everything I needed to, and, don't want to, don't exactly want to, start by saying, oh, I have a bunch of, RuneScape content to, dish out, but, I don't know. I don't have a lot to do at the moment. The aether runes aren't, I think the aether runes are already sold, and, I suppose I could try doing that. I think I'm gonna do that, actually. I think I'm gonna go for aether catalyst here. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'll do this runecraft trip and return with some runecrafting. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Alright, I've got some of that. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna mine some aether catalysts, or mine some scarred extracts. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's see here. So I'm going to is a nurse now. Let's go. Ooh, I don't have a steam battle staff. I'll be right back. Holy moly. Yeah, maybe drop the inventory view. Let's see here. We got that. Okay. Alright, let's go. Okay, 2 more trips until I have to replace the mining necklace. Alright, so I'm just doing my best here to find something to talk about, actually. I literally have nothing to talk about. Nothing on my mind, actually, as a very long time. And sometimes I just run out of things to talk about, and today's not one of those days where I just have an abundance of information to share with you all today. But yeah, today's just not the day, to be honest. I don't have a lot to say because I don't know, the cow boss came out. That was fun. I've been doing it on the Blue Helm lately, so I thought that was pretty cool. And what else? Let's see here. Jeez, I went to the hospital for a checkup, routine appointment. So yeah. Let's see here. Anything else I've been up to? I wonder. Been chilling in voice chat a little bit more often, and I've been chilling in voice chat a little bit more often, and like stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. As for other things I've got going on, oh, looks like I have to replace the binding necklace. I'm not gonna go to the Zerner's Bank. I think this is closer. Let's see here. So given today's metrics, I should be able to profit about 1.2 mil within the span of like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Crazy good GP. Crazy good GP. Really a huge fan of aether runes and like how the ability to like sell them at a hefty price. It is what it is with the aether runes though. Yeah, so yeah. Looks like I accidentally made some cosmic runes off of that. A little unfortunate, but not too bothered by that. Goodbye, Mr. Beekeeper. I know if I talk to the guy, he'll just say goodbye immediately. He's gone anyways. Yeah, but I literally don't know what I should be talking about, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It's just my woes, own personal woes of me, like, I don't know, not fully understanding how to communicate. Well, so, yeah, that's probably me on my part, and me my own thing, just, like, being difficult to talk to and stuff. But, I am not too bothered at the moment about what I should and should not be talking about at all. But it's just recently occurred to me that many of my thoughts aren't actually, like, real. I would say that, yeah, but beginning to understand like most of my own personality is being shaped more and more by like my usage and my dependence on like AI, artificial intelligence, you know. So it is a little unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day, and you know, so it's not really the best kind of situation I'm looking for, but I'm not trying to rag on AI, but because like most of what AI does is like create jobs, but like for, I don't know, with my understanding of AI, just like with a subscription-based service, seems more like a passion project more than anything. But I don't know, could be anything, to be honest. But I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be an asshole here, so you know. Sorry if that was a little loud. I just got rid of my Nicorette lozenge, or Nicorette. this is good. I'm really enjoying this kind of activity that we got going for ourselves, and you know. So yeah, take a sip of this. Okay. Oh. Mm. Okay. Looks like we got all the aether runes we need for today. I'm gonna go ahead and sell them, and you'll see the cash stack right over here when I resume nature rune crafting. Alright, back. We're doing some nature rune crafting now to finish off this video, and yeah. We started the video with nature rune craft, now we're gonna end it on nature rune craft, so kinda cool. Very cool. We doing it? It's cool. Anyways, oops. That's not what happened before. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, continue to runecraft, beginning to say what's on my mind, and the thing I'm noticing lately with, like, you know, I guess different dialects of English, the English language. I guess that's kind of what's been on my mind lately. It's just like the different dialects of English and how like people are like expressive of themselves through the different dialects of English. So I think that's what's been on my mind lately. Don't mind if I just continue and like blabber on about things I hardly know about, but yeah, it's what I've noticed actually lately. It's just like with the interpretation of the English language from my given perspective, that being a Californian and English West Coast, American West Coast perspective, as well as a Hawaiian English speaking perspective, as a citizen of the United States of America. So yeah, that's kind of been what's on my mind lately. That's kind of like the bit I've been up to. I don't know about any other possible parsing that I can do with like regards to like understanding the English language barrier, but like you know, the barriers that are within English depending on the different dialects of English as well. So yeah, I'm just beginning to crack the surface or begin to like, you know, get my feet wet a little bit in the like different dialects of English that surround us today as the most widely spoken lingua franca language around the world. I think it is important to like be able to understand like the nature of the English language as a lingua franca. So, you know, I think that's even a borrowed word from French. I could be terribly wrong with that. Please don't let me be wrong about that. But I'd be embarrassed to know that if I am embarrassed, then let it be on my own channel, on my own accord, not anywhere else, like on a podcast or guesting somewhere. One of our group members were streaming. They will remain a day for anonymity, and yeah. I was hesitant to join her chat because their chat, whatever, fine. I still use their. I still using they and her interchangeably, but given the fact that other stuff going on at the moment, you know, regarding the green helm and not the green helm, the green button and the blue helm. I just feel like I've got like other, you know, kind of like alternating like things to do and like to worry about, like concern myself with and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's hard for me to like truly like understand like what I'm trying to say here today, because I don't have like a particularly strong like idea of like what I wanted to talk about today. But yeah, it is what it is. I know like there's a lot of things on the news, stuff about that concerns only 2 countries at the moment, or maybe like 4 countries, 3 countries. I don't know, but you know. The belligerents I will not name, because like naturally like it was big news, and it's probably how history will be like remembered and stuff. So like, you know, it's just big stuff like that, big news stuff like that, absolutely stuff like that. So you know, we're chilling now, we're chilling. So yeah, I guess I am I don't know, I guess it puts me at ease knowing that certain stuff I don't really have to worry about anymore. I worry about that I used to concern myself with, and then I know I no longer have to worry about it anymore. But anyways, I really don't know what else to say, to be honest. Like, this is 2025 has been an eventful year, and 2026 is proving to be another eventful year as well. So without beating around the bush, yeah, well, I will say that what the supreme leader of Iran like did go down. I thought that was quite interesting, and that's kind of real to me. But like also like then again, like I also have the looming crisis of like that of being AI, just like taking over all my thoughts and like programming me to like behave a certain way. So I have that on my mind as well, which is all but a headache to me. But yeah. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the rest of it takes shape as the story develops more and more. Let's see here. Real spicy the news has been lately, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. Fortunately, so like the new leaderships of Iran seem to be all but figured out by now, and it turns out like the infrastructure of Iran is yet to be completely found and stuff. So like it's very concerning. It's very confronting. It's confronting the fact that I don't know. I'm just kind of inviting myself to this situation, to this conversation, but like I don't know. I don't know how much of it I should commit, but like I'll beat around the bush where I find necessary, and use my own judgment to be able to like talk about whatever the heck has been on my mind lately. And like the infrastructure seems to be lacking for the Iranians to like build a more equitable society for its people, which is unfortunate because absolutely there's a lot to say, but like fuck, did a lot actually happen? Yes, a lot of things actually had happened. So yeah, just keep going for now, and keep our interests to ourselves, and truly just keep this record on the record for now, at least. So in other news, Canada has recently negotiated a huge trade deal with China. Because like apparently like America just wants to sit alone by itself going forward. I don't know, alongside Mexico or something. I don't know. I don't have the entire narrative in mind, but cutting our reliance on like whatever the heck we've been relying on China for has been kind of like tough, because like we I think the U.S. and China used to be huge trade partners, and I feel like we are left with like some kind of like shadow government that stays loyal to Trump until he dies and stuff, because like this is very much so like a really different like presidential office that we have got going on. So like I don't want to talk about this bullshit, but like it is what it is, because like I do have to get these ideas out of my system while I still can before I go to work, and like like I just honestly just need to like keep this a side quest, a valid side quest at that. So like Yeah, it's so much to like consume, so much to like di- di- diverge, like for ideas to like be stratified. Like we need to like like just be able to like be able to speak without so many layers, without speaking so many layers. Our layered vocabulary is kind of like it's kind of like a huge game of telephone. The telephone, we give a message to someone, and the person like interprets it in their own way, and like the idea gets distorted the more times the story gets passed along. So like I don't know, being a source of information for like this kind of stuff is like really helpful. It's really helpful. So like it's just like it's whatever at the end of the day. But like it is part of like kind of narrative storytelling. So it is kind of that flash fiction if not necessarily flash nonfiction if you want to give it a proper term, as I had learned like 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I'm out of water. I don't think I'll stand up again to pause the recording or to brace for impact, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm very. It just feels like. I don't know. It's very difficult. This logistics of war and stuff. Congress splits over around the war. Senate faces a vote. I don't know if this is our war, to be honest, but like, goodness, did it feel like a shadow government? Because they just went without the approval of the Senate and Congress. Or was it the Senate that declares war? I don't know. It's basic civics that keep me like on my toes and off my feet. Just like out of sitting down on my chair and stuff. So it's definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot to like take in at the moment because like there's a lot of unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's not bullshit, but you know what I mean. It's not bullshit because I believe in this. I have a good source that's telling me, that's feeding me this information. So yeah. Yeah, so on Sunday I listened to a sermon actually, and it's not to say that I'm completely like conservative type Christian, but it's just the moment just seems to be a lot with like how the way things are, the news has been developing and stuff. So. But anyways, it was a story about Bathsheba and King David back in the day, and I saw it like this: King David wanted to fall deeper in love with Bathsheba, so she actually killed Bathsheba's husband. David actually killed Bathsheba's husband, so he could spend more time with Bathsheba. I don't know if that's the right interpretation, obviously, because like it was this grave sin that David had committed in order to like win Bathsheba over, because like she was just like a peasant, wasn't right? Wasn't she? She was just a peasant. And to say that all he could do all that just to say it, it's just like wrong. Because like honestly, like in my opinion, like that shouldn't have happened at all. And that's how the story goes: is that David admits to his sin and like shit like that. So yeah, King David was not very cool. No, it's not very cool of you to murder Bathsheba's husband. Not cool at all. Not cool. Kind of fucked, actually. Because imagine if that happened to you, like for real. I'm talking to like all the potential like Bathshebas out there, you know, like not trying to like holler, but like, you know, like shit. You know, shit gets kind of real fast, and I can see many of those stories unfolding, like in this current time, when like people would like want someone who's like built their name to like great heights, you know, and frankly, like Bathsheba happened to be one of them because she worked directly under King David, apparently. And Bathsheba, in the person of status that she was, although she was technically, all things considered, a peon, right? Peasant, right? So considering all that, you know, King David just like continued his lineage of from that of a peasant family, which is a recurring theme in the Bible. Like, you know, just praying for the underdogs and stuff. So shit, like it gets pretty cool. It gets cool though. I like it. That's dope. Like that's dope that he actually like brought someone up out of poverty, like out of like whatever poverty like cycles that was before. But you know, I think that's a valuable perspective to gain, because like, you know, it's not all bad, but it became bad once King David, a person of power and status, went to destroy Bathsheba and her family. Not Bathsheba's husband, and by extension Bathsheba's family. By kind of like taking Bathsheba from her husband. I forgot her name. I forgot his name. Sorry, excuse me. His name. I forgot his name. So, you know. So I guess it gets insane, but like, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, the Bible is a book of like stories and a collection of stories, and I wouldn't call it like as mythical as it already is. Mythical. It could be mythical. It could be beyond mythical. Who knows? Like goodness, like it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming for Bible believers and like, you know, like people like that, such as myself. Like I think the Bible actually happened. Like it's kind of like a real book, documentary type, anthology type book. So yeah, absolutely. So like, oh, it's awesome. Some good shit we got going on. It's absolutely very, very nice. And that's when, like, I realized that of my own sins. You know, my own wrongdoings, shit like that. You know, something about saying amen in the middle of the sentence kind of like rubs me the wrong way, to be honest. But honestly, recognition of my own sin and my own mistakes that I've been carrying for a long time is a big factor in how I kind of like live my life and stuff. But to be a figure of someone who'd been of someone who has been martyred, who had been martyred, essentially, you know, that being the central figure of the Bible in the New Testament, in the New Covenant, Jesus Christ. You know, that guy was freaking martyred. He was martyred for what he believed in. You know, that's martyrdom. And it's where like situation, the conversation gets a little tough because like like people will say he did nothing wrong, or people will say he did everything wrong. At this point in Western society, like most people will admit that Jesus was a cool guy, a good figure. It is what it is. Like I want to bust my ass just to get martyred, but goodness, does it seem more and more like the case the less and less we seem to look towards like figures of the past, like Jesus, or like not so much like scholars or something, but people who had been wrongfully murdered, wrongfully executed, shit like that. I could go on and on about like certain topics like that, but I won't, because I don't know of any other particular figure who had been, so. Anyways, let's see here. I got my last trip coming. Let's see. Yeah, I've got to go to the gym after this, so yeah, I've got to go to the gym after this. So anyways, the time is 7:40 p.m. The date is March 3rd, 2026, and I hope you all have a nice rest of your day.